If everything is done, creation is finished, then why are you worried? Why are you sad? Why are you frustrated? Why are you angry when everything is here already waiting for you? I have discovered that the only reason why we feel grief, we feel sad, we feel frustrated, angry, perplexed, is because of our old identity. This old self-image that's ruled the roost for years. You know, the one that makes you struggle, it makes you strive, it makes you grit and grind. It makes you keep living, I say, to the end instead of from the end. And this is a psychological game. It truly is. And if you read some of Neville Goddard's teachings, he talks about it in the Power of Awareness, that all of life is a psychological game. It's not what we think that's happening on the outside. What's happening in our current reality is a reflection of our past and present thinking that's being pushed out. And if you want to change your current 3D, your current reality, then you have to start now, this very hot minute, to start to create the life you would love in your present moment. And while you do this today, it may not show up tomorrow, and it may not show up the next day, or even the next day, but it will show up. It may show up quickly, or it may take 6 months and beyond. And I've discovered that most people are allowing this current identity to rebirth itself throughout the day. You make a commitment that you are going to be this new identity, but as soon as something shows up on the outside that's not favorable, you lose your footing. The doubt, the worry, and the fear comes in again, and then you're back to square one, trying to make it happen again. And I have discovered that the only way to get the solidification of your new identity is to practice it with constant space repetition throughout the day. I mean, even if this means putting on alarms throughout the day to help you get back into him or her, help you get recentered, to get calm and relaxed, to get full of peace and poise again. That's the work. In order to solidify this new identity, it's about the consistency throughout the day. It isn't about just the effort in the morning and late at night. And then over time, the solidification of this new identity becomes very natural. It becomes one of ease. And in fact, the old identity of urgency and rushing and gritting and grinding becomes almost repulsive. Like you just don't want to live there anymore. You start to recognize which identity you prefer to live in more than the other, because one of them is so easy, while the other one, you can feel your nervous system going haywire. You can feel out of sorts. But this takes a little while. I mean, how can you know the difference unless you practice the difference? Unless you enjoy the contrast and start to build the contrast from the old version of you into the new version of you. But that's not quite enough. The other way I've discovered to shift your new identity, which I've done with work with my clients, is it's not just about shifting. You can't shift into something you don't know anything about, right? So I get my clients to actually write out a new self-image script. A new self-image script that is very different to the one they've been operating from. But when I show them how to write out the script, and then I show them how to embody it with these new words, with these new actions, with new visualizations, then they are able to have a double-edged sword, so to speak. They have a winning formula, because not only are they replacing the old self-image inside the subconscious mind with a new identity, but they also embodying that new identity with action, which is the constant spaced repetition of words, deeds, and actions about this new identity, but also shifting into it throughout the day. So if you'd like help shifting your current identity to one that's more empowered, it's more calm and relaxed, it knows that everything is always working out for them, that the universe is rigged in their favor, that their cash and prizes, as I call them, your results, they are here already. It's all about just shifting into that state and staying there as often as possible. If you would like help with that, then book a call with me and I will support you with some tips, tricks, processes. I'll share exactly what I do with my clients so that you can start the embodiment right now rather than trying to figure it out by yourself. And if you're new to my channel, hello my darlings, Tanya Pluckrose. Look, I'm all about helping you master your life by mastering your mind. I mean, all suffering is because of our thinking, but I can show you how to live another way by using your mind effectively. See you soon.